Good morning. Happy Wednesday. It's hump day. Mike. Good morning. Sip of coffee time. So how is everybody doing? First off, I'd like to start. I've had some people kind of do some shares about what they've done so far on this journey. And today marks 2 months that we've been getting up at 4:30 in the morning and having this conversation. And that's kind of amazing. And, that just shows you that you make a commitment to do something small, 10, 15 minutes. And here we are a couple of months later. And I mean, how many things have we covered? How many times have we spoken? I mean, imagine, I should have looked this up before I did this, but imagine if you read for a half an hour a day, how many more books you would read at the end of the year than you're reading now. I mean, the CEOs of the world average 10 books or better a month. I mean, they read and they read and they read and they read because they know that that's where they're going to get the information and the distinctions that they need in order to take things to the next level. They're always growing. And all you got to do is set aside time to do things at little increments. And if you take those little increments, then over time, as we said, if you make just a 1% shift, over time, the result of that is exponential. So today is our 2-month anniversary of getting up in the morning and talking. And I just want to say congratulations, and I want to say thank you. This has been a great journey for me as well in terms of remembering what I already know and forcing myself to think about this at an even greater level. And so I thank you for the opportunity to serve you and to talk. So let's do some shares. I mean, after today, do some posts of some of the things that you've accomplished throughout this last 2 months. I mean, one of the things that you need to do when you're on this journey is you need to celebrate those little steps that you make. Whenever you do something that's significant, you need to celebrate it. So each time that you create a step towards your goal, each time that you've taken a positive step, remember, our brains are wired, right? Our brains are programmed just like Pavlov's dogs. Pavlov, he would have them smell the food, ring the bell, smell the food, ring the bell. Pretty soon he would ring the bell and the dogs would salivate. Well, we're no different. And we are absolutely programmed. Why do you think that we want to bake apple pie in a house when we have it up for sale? It's because you hope that the people that are walking through when they were a kid smelled apple pie at a period in their life when they were very happy. And so when they come into that house, they're going to smell apple pie and feel those feelings. Plus, smell goes to the deepest part of the brain with regards to memory, the most early part of the brain. So one of the things you need to do as you take each step is to celebrate those steps. So what I want to do today is I want to first off say thank you. Secondly, let's celebrate that this has been 2 months as of today that we've been having these conversations and going over these things. And then third, share some of the things that you've done over this past 2 months. Let's have a moment where everybody writes down throughout today and says, these are some of the things that I've accomplished over the last 2 months. For me, I put on a little bit of weight during the 2 weeks that T and I were completely shut down after she came back from India. It was kind of surprising, as a matter of fact. 2 weeks, and all of a sudden I put on, I think I put on close to almost 15 pounds in 2 weeks. Well, the outside weather was terrible, and we couldn't go to the gym, and all I was doing was sitting in front of a computer, much different from my normal activity. So it wasn't long, and it was time to take a work on that. So one of the things I've done is I've gotten rid of that, which was really good. Going through this process every morning for me, each time that you do something, you get better at it, and it allows you to focus even more. So one of the things that I've been able to do is to, over the past couple of months and with the shutdown, is reassociate to my goals in a way where I'm paying more attention to the big things rather than the little things. And that was easy to do while stuff was shut down. And now that we're starting to fire back up, I'm in a position where I can continue to stay focused on that. So like one of the things I did when everything was shut down was I was able to do a lot of seminars. And so I did a lot of online seminars regarding nursing home litigation, regarding voir dire, which is jury selection, just regarding a lot of basic trial techniques. It gave me a lot of opportunity to read a lot of legal stuff. Now, one of the things that I wanted to do was I wanted to read several books during the shutdown, and I didn't do that. I only read one, which I should have read a lot more than one. So that's one of the things that I still need to work on. But there's always room to grow. There's always room to go to the next level. But we also got to take a minute to celebrate the things that we've done over the past period of time. So the shutdown occurred for us in Illinois, March 17th. We started this 2 months ago today. So take a moment to share on this particular post, what is it that you've been able to do in the last 2 months that you're proud of? What goal did you set aside, and any step that you've taken towards that goal during that period of time? That's what we're going to talk about and start sharing today. And then the next thing that we're going to pay a lot more attention to is scheduling. We're going to take time to take a look at how is it that we schedule, why we schedule, and what's important. The next concept that we're going to go into is that knowledge isn't power. Knowledge is only potential power. And so as you sit there and think about what you've done over the last 2 months, first of all, find something. If all you did was watch the majority of these videos, then that's what you did, okay? Then that's something that you didn't do before. So find something that you did that was positive and reward yourself. Don't reward yourself with food. Don't reward yourself with shopping. Well, you can if you want to buy. If you accomplished a big goal and you want to buy yourself something nice, then that's fine. But reward yourself with something really positive. But find the thing that you did, and then take a look back and think to yourself, what more could I have done? Because with all of this knowledge, anything is possible. But knowledge doesn't get you everywhere. You got to have the ability to take action. And so as we reevaluate the last 2 months and what we've all done, let's look at what we did great and celebrate it. Always start out with the positive. Find 3 things that you did great and celebrate them. And then think about what could I have done? What are the things that I could have accomplished if I really focused, if I really had to? Remember the guy in front of the castle with all of the dangerous animals and the ninjas and all that? Are you going to break into that castle for $100 million? Well, somebody will say yes, but when they get there, they're not gonna. But then all of a sudden your kid's inside that castle, and you say, if you don't get into that castle, your child's going to die. You're going to figure out how to do it? Absolutely, you're going to figure out how to do it. If you approached your goals with that level of certainty, with the Michael Jordan level of determination, without necessarily being so aggressive about it, but if you approached everything with that level every day, if you got up every day and you decided with that level of certainty, these are the outcomes that I'm going to create, how long would it be before your goals would actually be accomplished? Knowledge is potential power. Action is what truly makes the difference. So celebrate today, 2 months. It's amazing. 2 months we'd be getting up and talking. Look back at what you've done. Even if it's just watch a few of these, that's something that you did. That's a cause set in motion. Write down 3 things that you did towards your goals that were awesome, and then celebrate those. And then take a look at what could I have done over this period of time. And I invite you to share. I'd really like to see people share so that we can have a group conversation about the things that people have accomplished. I guarantee there's some people out there that have done some significant things. I think we've had some shares that people have said some of the stuff that they've done. Let's do that. We're all in this together, folks. Remember, when two people start working together, it doesn't equal two. They equal 3 or 4 or more. We're meant to collaborate. Human beings work better in that fashion. We can work alone. Some people work great alone. But the research all shows that when we come together as a group, we can do lots more of better things. So let's celebrate and let's share. So my expression to you today, my message to you today, look back at the last 2 months, look at what you've done, celebrate it, and then think to yourself, knowledge is potential power. Action is the real power. What could I have done? And then set that as your new standard as we go forward. Move forward to the next phase of life with all the certainty of those mentors and those heroes that you have towards the next set of goals that you're going to accomplish. And please share the things that you've done so that we can all celebrate them. Have a great day, everybody. Have a great Wednesday. Let's take care of each other out there. We're going to get through this.